If you could give one piece of generic advice to every weightlifter, every beginner, what would it be?
Oh man, there's so much. So the way that I think about this goes to there's different groups of beginners, right? There are beginners who will become intermediates, who will become advanced. There are beginners who will become intermediate and not advanced. There are beginners who will never become intermediate because they quit. So, and I think that my mind goes towards the beginners who start and quit and start and quit and start and quit. And that's where like my advice goes to. It's not the person who's in there who's just smashing it and loving every minute. I'm talking more towards the people who might not even like it at all. They probably don't even really enjoy it. They don't know what to do and they don't see the point. Like if they're never going to be able to progress. If there was one thing that I could say is that I'm going to have two things. Number one is this. You don't need to lift a tremendously heavy amount of weight in order to make progress. Right? You just even starting off with your body weight is plenty. Doing 2 to 3 exercises a day is going to be great several times a week, if just as the starting point. So you don't need to be lifting hundreds of pounds on a barbell in order to make progress. And even if you're just doing body weight squats or hands elevated push-ups or planks, just things to start out with, you can make really, really amazing progress. And you are doing something, even if you can't see it within the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. And the other thing that I would say is it honestly doesn't matter that you don't like it because you still have to do it. Like that's, it really, it doesn't matter. And I think a lot of coaches go towards, well, find what you love, find the type of exercise you love. I think that is a very overrated and overused phrase in this. And it also shows me that you haven't worked with that many people, because some people will never like any form of exercise no matter what. And it doesn't change the fact that they still need to exercise. So whether like no matter what, and this is a very overused phrase as well, but you're going to suffer no matter what. You're either going to suffer through your workouts several times a week and hate every minute of it, but be healthier because of it, or you're not going to get those workouts in and you're going to suffer on the back end. You're going to have a terrible quality of life. You're not going to be able to live as long as you want. You're not going to be able to do the things that you want. You're not going to be able to participate in things because you didn't you didn't suffer through those workouts. So I would say both of those things are equally important to understand.
Man,
what's your?
My answer stinks. I didn't actually have a question. I just had a thought and I tried to make a question around it. I would, one of the many things that I would tell people, and this is actually, you talked about the different groups of people. This is more towards someone who has been lifting for a little while, probably does enjoy it, is going consistently, but isn't getting the most out of their workouts for a specific reason, which is they care so much about what other people are thinking of their lift. And this is more of a dude thing, but some women as well, and specifically how much weight they are lifting. I see, and maybe it's small sample size, smaller gym that I've been going to recently, but the number of people using too much weight and doing like partial range of motion, half rep, literally third rep, like quarter rep work is astounding to me. And the realization that no one cares how much you're lifting, and the best way to make progress over time and to not get hurt, to optimize muscle and strength gain for better mobility and performance and function over the long run, is to decrease the weight to the point where you can actually perform a full range of motion. Be okay with that. Be okay with the fact that you just dropped the weight 40%. Get comfortable there. Know that no one else cares. And then slowly build from there is going to pay such massive dividends for you in the long run.